Welcome, everyone, to From the Hip, the podcast where candid conversations, sharp insights, and unfiltered opinions about today's NFL collide. I'm your host, Anthony Rodriguez. Please allow me to introduce the rest of our crew. Welcome, Mr. Kory Thompson,
It's good to
Mr.
be
Moe
back.
from One Mo Show. And joining us on the phone is Justin, the King of Flex.
The king of flex. Okay. All right.
Gentlemen, let's get right into it. What a crazy week in the NFL.
A lot of shockers, man. A lot of shockers.
Well, you know what? More than anything, this proves one thing. On any given Sunday, any team can beat any other team.
Yeah.
That's an old saying, and I think it's absolutely true. We had all the surprising shockers and upsets. There's no way you could have predicted this past weekend. Am I correct, gentlemen?
No, you're correct.
Yeah. 100% correct.
So I'd like to get right into it with the Detroit game. Okay, we had the Detroit Lions who came in at 5-1.
Mm-hmm.
And my pick for I went lone wolf and said that they were going to beat the Baltimore Ravens.
You played the sound and all.
Yeah, I did the sound and all, man. I went all in.
Yeah.
You know, I put it on the table, man. I wanted to go in. Well, I'm wrong. I was wrong. Baltimore played fantastic. I'm man enough to admit that Baltimore played well.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Damn right we did.
they played very, very well, Kory. It's okay to gloat a little bit, Kory. Your team played well and beat what I consider to be one of the best teams in the NFC. So I'm gonna give that to you. You know, it's nothing wrong with gloating a little bit about your team, but why did they win? That's a good question.
Why?
Yeah, why did they win?
I said
Let's
why
just-
they won on Saturday. I said
Let's just be honest. The receivers caught the ball. They targeted Mark Andrews in the red zone, like I've been saying, and the defense came to play again. Lamar played like Lamarvelous. 21 pass, 21 completions,
Can you
27
never say that
attempts.
again, please? Can you stop?
That's what
Don't
they
say
call him, Lamarvelous. Hey,
need to
hey,
stop
we're
too.
not talking about Jacksonville right now. We're not talking about Jacksonville. Don't make me get your boy's name.
It's the name.
confused
It's
right
the
now.
name. It's the name.
You know what's funny? Guys? I got a clip for you because I'm glad you said that, Kory. I'm glad you were honest enough to admit that because check out this clip. Check out this clip.
So patient. You look so confident in the pocket. Your first 300-yard game of the season. What did you like that you were doing? What was working for you?
I believe all our receivers were catching the ball, you know, and just throwing the ball, not just catching the ball. You know, we were throwing it around to every guy. And, you know,
To me, that says everything right there.
Yeah.
As soon as you asked him, the first thing he said was, well, they caught the ball.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like Justin said on Sunday, Gibbs, he's not going to get the run game off the ground. So you had Goff. He attempted 53 passes. That's way too much.
Yeah.
He had 284, one INT for him. But Lamar, like I said, 20 out of 27, 21 completions out of 27 attempts. The guy went 357 with 3 TDs. He had a rush TDE. The defense had 5 sacks. They pressured Goff. They did what they needed to do.
Yep.
And the receivers caught the ball.
Yeah, and I agree. And I'm not going to sit here and say that Lamar did not have a fantastic game. But Detroit did not have their starting running back, and it's the reason why they lost this game because they're going to rely on Goff's arm and 5 sacks on 50. How many dropbacks?
53.
I'm not impressed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not impressed on only 5 sacks on 53 dropbacks. So if you was able to run the ball because they do not utilize Gibbs the way they should, this is either a tighter game or a different outcome. I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna stand on that.
Stand on business.
I hear you, Justin. Go ahead. I hear you.
Bro, I said it on Sunday. I said what they're gonna do is they lost week 2 without David Montgomery. They're gonna lose this game because he's not playing again. Gibbs is not him. Gibbs is not ready to be in that starting role.
But with that said, this is the second time they faced a tough team, and lost. So what does that say about them?
They
That
beat
says
Kingston.
that they're a good team. That's it.
Mhm.
That's
And
all it
like,
says. And wait, I'll further embellish that. Good teams win games that they're supposed to win. Great teams win those challenging games that they're not supposed to win. I said they're a good team
mhm.
because I don't because off of this performance, plus adding into the fact that they lost that other game that they against another challenging team, means they might not be as ready as I thought they were at the beginning of the season. I can admit when I'm wrong.
Well, the only game they lost was to that Seahawks team. I
And,
mean,
and that's why
But
their
that's a
running back
challenging team.
yeah,
teams tend
but
to cheat. So I'm saying teams tend to cheat when you don't got a certain factor in your offense.
that's
That's why
very true.
that's why I say like it's you can't really. I'm not gonna sit here and say that Detroit is not a contender. Because guess what? If they had David Montgomery, they not cheating the way that they cheated. So I'm just saying that this is a whole different outcome if David Montgomery plays.
But I do expect Detroit to still do well and probably win that
Yes.
division.
Agreed.
Well, I've already said it. I still said it what I said last week, that this was one of the 4 challenging games they had left. And even if they split them, they would have a 3-loss season. They could still have a 3-loss season. Mo, you're being real quiet, and that's uncanny of you. I ain't ready
Yeah.
for that.
Listen, what do you want me to say when somebody whooped somebody 38-6? Them 6 was really like mercy points. Detroit was missing David Montgomery. That was brought up last pod. But next man, what happened to next man up? What happened to I didn't expect them to make that man throw 53 times. I didn't expect that at all. I thought that they would figure out something else because that was too predictable, but they were predictable. The only team I thought was going to be predictable was Baltimore, and they were. They mixed it just like they needed to mix it, though. It worked for them. Lamar was crazy out there. The receivers were catching the ball, but I didn't expect 38-6. I think we all thought it would be closer.
Yeah.
Oh, a lot closer. If they were going to lose, I
Yeah.
thought maybe by a touchdown.
I thought it was going to be close, but like I don't believe in Jahmyr Gibbs like that because they kind of disrespected Bijan when he got drafted to Atlanta. They was like, oh, you should have took Gibbs and stuff. No, the one is Bijan. But I didn't think he was going to be complete and total butt cheeks like
But I mean,
that.
and to go with what you said, they wasted the number 12 pick on this guy.
Yeah.
So you went and got Montgomery and you drafted him number 12.
Yeah.
What
I
are you trying
forget
to do?
exactly who everybody thought they were going to get at that point. I think it was a O lineman or something like that. And then they go and get him, which pushed out Jamal Williams to go to the Saints and whatnot. But it's like, come on, guys.
Mhm.
If he can't even be the number one when somebody's sitting down, what is he there for? Because you could have got a Swiss Army knife in the later rounds, but they got smacked.
Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, they got smacked, and there's really not too much I can say about that. We thought Baltimore was gonna win, but like that was crazy.
Nah, not like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We thought that was gonna be a good game because we all sat up here and gave them time. Now they took time from me.
It's like I gotta go see this man get my time back.
Yeah.
I got you. Well, leads me to another game that I want to discuss. Cleveland Browns, who absolutely stole a game from the Indianapolis Colts. I said it the way I said it.
Yep.
Because they should have lost this game. They should be right now 3-3.
Yep.
But they stand at 4-2, and the Colts are at 3-4.
Yep.
Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think the Colts are going to make any waves this season, especially without their quarterback. But they played a hell of a game on Sunday against a really tough team. And they got robbed. They got robbed. Can anybody tell me that they didn't? Kory.
Yeah, they got robbed.
No.
Can't stand
Justin.
on that.
Like I said, like Minshew played amazing. Minshew magic is real. What I'm saying about that is
don't say that. Don't say that.
Minshew was
Somebody's
in there
gonna
doing
get
a
upset.
shimmy. He was shimmying.
He may have
Going to the end
shimmied.
zone, he was shimmying.
He may have shimmied, but he was sacked 4 times and lost 3
But he
fumbles.
shimmied
He
3
lost
times.
3
though.
fumbles.
That boy was
That
in
was
there
Minshew
balling.
finesse. That was
He was
Minshew finesse, not
balling.
magic.
I'm telling you, he was balling, bro.
He had
And
305,
Cleveland-
2 TDs and INT with 15 receptions, man.
I'm telling you, Cleveland should have
I'll
lost
tell you
this
what,
game.
but you know, it doesn't even matter what happened in the game.
No,
I mean,
but they still got robbed.
I'd
Yeah.
like to know what happened to the Cleveland defense. As good as they are, what happened to them?
Yeah,
I don't know. Like they didn't show up.
They
the
got
one that
exposed.
just played the Niners last week.
Yeah, the one that
Well,
played
the
that
week prior.
Niners team. What happened this week? You did not play a team to the caliber of the Niners, and they exposed you. They put it on you, and I don't understand why. But then they got robbed at the end of the game, and it was blatant and obvious. This is why people are suspect of the NFL sometimes.
They'll
Hold on,
get
let me
beat
play you a
by-
clip.
Oh, I was going to say.
Look at this.
Ooh.
This happened at the end
Legal
of the game.
contact, defense, 5-yard penalty,
I think that's the
automatic,
penalty
first
that they
down.
called. Right there, that should have been end of game. The Colts should have won that game.
Oh yeah, this one.
Okay? They called that as defensive holding. That one right there. That gave him this shot. Look where his ball is at. They called that pass interference.
Pass interference, defense, number 39. The foul occurred in the end
Back.
zone. Not
Yeah,
ruled.
back.
First down at the 1-yard line.
I mean, that is.
I mean, that's pass
Did
interference.
you see where that ball landed?
I see.
was
He
what
would have
you're
had
saying,
to
but
be
that's not
17 feet tall
Yeah,
to catch that ball. It's an uncatchable pass.
that particular pass was only made possible by that bull crap call earlier. I got it, but that particular pass was pass interference.
I mean, he did.
You cannot hold
I
the
will admit.
arm.
Hold on, let me take this out. I will admit that there was some hands involved in it. I'm not trying to say that didn't happen.
Hands involved.
He
But
was
the-
leading him on like a
I know, but the
cha-cha.
ball was 17 feet in the air.
They was doing the waltz. You can't do the waltz in the end zone.
But that's-
Okay, you
that's
can't do
why-
that.
That's why they throw that ball, because he sees it. He's throwing that ball for a reason. So
Yep.
the ref sees it.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
the
Yeah,
ref
but the
sees
ball
the
was
player.
17 feet in the air. At least get the ball close.
I mean, that's just a smart play by the
It's an
quarterback.
uncatchable pass. That shouldn't have been called.
Yeah, but don't pull my arm either. We not waltzing. You
Mhm.
know.
I'm gonna
We're
get the
not doing
guys
that.
a ladder next time, so at least it would be close.
I know, right?
Hey,
You know.
can we talk about something real quick?
What's
Okay,
up?
what do you got?
You noticed that Watson started in the game, but I noticed that he didn't finish the game.
Oh, I didn't even want to go there.
now-
I didn't even want
And
to
he's
now-
not even
talk
playing
about
this
that.
Sunday.
He's
Right,
he's
so now,
trying
right?
to heal up again.
No, I don't want to hear that. I think he got a little shook in the first half, and the rookie had to come in and handle business. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm
I
asking
think he
you guys
got
a
another
question.
case.
Who do you guys prefer?
I think he got another case.
Who do I
Because
prefer?
Who do you guys prefer? Because now this is back-to-back weeks where the rookie come in and he handle business. Who do you guys prefer?
To
Yeah, I like this.
me,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
not- he's not performing to like the level Watson can. 178 wasn't great for PJ Walker.
Bro, they putting up 39 points, bro. You tell me he's not.
Yeah, but okay, their running game helped them.
This is tough.
They had how many field goals? Dustin Hopkins had 4 field goals that game.
Oh, I'm gonna
So,
let all y'all talk,
you
and then
know,
I want y'all to let me close.
Also Kareem Hunt scored a touchdown. So that's where you're getting your points. He's just managing the game, some little things here and there. So I would still go with Watson over this.
But you
kid.
haven't had the Watson that you've had from the Texans. Not even
Exactly.
a
But the
little bit.
potential's there. But yeah, but Watson could do 178 just like this kid.
Did you just hear yourself
Watson-
say he
Watson
can do
was so
178? I can do 178.
But I'm just saying
Watson's
that's
a
what the
vet,
kid
I'm
did.
saying.
So Watson could do at least 178. He could give
PJ
you
Walker.
that.
Yeah, but
Okay,
they
I
didn't
had
pay
to stop.
Watson all this
PJ Walker
money.
is not a kid. PJ Walker was just in North Carolina doing the same thing.
Mhm.
Well, not North Carolina, but he was just in Carolina doing the same thing. He's not a rookie. He's not a kid. He's a vet. He knows how to be a backup. Whoa, what is that? But he knows how to do that. But man, no, they should have never even got Deshaun Watson. You paid $250 guaranteed to a man that hadn't played in a year. No, that's number one. He hadn't played in a year, and you don't even have the receivers for him to throw to.
Mm-hmm.
You never attempted to get the receivers he can throw to. Amari Cooper worked in Dallas because Dallas system fit him. He's not going to fit in Cleveland ever. But Deshaun Watson got his money and he's going to play this role. I actually do think he got another case, but you should have never paid him $250 million guaranteed, because now you can't get rid of him. Now when PJ Walker looks good and he looks like he can lead the team and the players are rallying around PJ Walker, you can never go to Deshaun. You can never go to PJ Walker because Deshaun is there. So who would I prefer? PJ Walker. But who they have to stay with? Deshaun. I'm paying this dude $250. Guaranteed.
Yeah,
I think
you make a
PJ
good
Walker
point.
is a better fit, right? Because I say like Kory just said, yeah, he manages the game, but that's what you want out of a quarterback.
Yep.
See, now if you got Cleveland's a running team. There's no denying that. You know what I'm saying? They're not a passing team. So compare them to Ryan Tannehill over there in Tennessee.
I'm glad you brought up Tennessee.
You know what I'm saying? Tannehill not throwing up 250 every game.
No. And you want to know something
guess
else?
What you know what I'm saying? They win games because they got the run game. He's managing time, bro. So I see PJ Walker as a better option than Deshaun Watson. Granted, y'all paying Deshaun Watson, so y'all gonna play him. Y'all gonna get y'all money's worth. But PJ Walker the better option. Bro.
And you know something else about PJ Walker? PJ Walker can throw to anybody, it looks like. Deshaun Watson, we talk about him so much and so well and in such great presence and grace because he was throwing to
reverence.
Hopkins.
Yeah, he's going to Hopkins.
He was throwing to Hopkins. And we ain't talking about this Hopkins that's in Tennessee. We talk about the Hopkins that was prime Hopkins. He was catching everything and ran
looking like Tyreek Hill.
Yes, he's not throwing. He ain't throwing to him no more. Though. Now what he look like?
So that's what I'm saying. So
Boo-boo.
that's why I bring that little question up because I want to see what y'all mindsets on the quarterback situation over there.
Well, interesting take on that. So I can't even deny you on that. But well, I'll tell you what. Let's get into the next game because the next game is important. What the hell happened?
The thing that everybody says about this guy is Josh Allen plays to the level of his competition.
Or the level he thinks they're at.
Well, I
agree with you. I agree with you.
No, I know you did. That's why you gave me the smackdown.
Yeah.
I tell you what, is he overrated?
Yes.
Justin?
I don't want to say that because, like, my thing about no, he's not overrated. No.
Yeah, he's not.
I say he's not overrated. No, I stand on it.
For what he can do and the numbers he has
been giving us.
Yeah, I mean, this year, yes. And I'm gonna tell you why.
No Dak Prescott.
The reason why I say is because he has 3 losses on the year, right? You look at the 3 losses that he has, right? He lost week 1 to the Jets, where that defense was coming out. You know, this is a great defense we saw coming in. I believe he lost. What was the second loss?
They lost
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Okay, he lost in London. He lost in London. Right, he lost in London to Jacksonville home. You know what I'm saying? Slow start, whatever case may be. He loses this game, but I said it on Sunday. Bad team prep for good team. You know what I'm saying? But Buffalo is a great team. They're not a bad team. Buffalo wins their conference championship. I mean, wins their division every year for the last 4 years. Granted, it's a shit division.
I was about to say it's not because
Yeah,
it's
it's just-
that good.
it's
This is
a
the
shit
first year
division.
the actual Dolphins are any real
But they
good.
don't have a bad. They never have a
Uh-oh.
bad record though. They
And you
never have a
prove my
bad
point.
record. So
And
I
you-
don't say he's overrated, but I say that he's a good quarterback, and I'm not blaming him for this loss.
No. The question wasn't was he a good quarterback? It was just overrated. Now those are two separate things, and he is
Yes.
overrated because the knock on him before was, oh, he didn't have any receivers. Then he got Diggs and start turning up.
Yeah.
Now Diggs ain't gone. He ain't hurt. He's still there.
And Diggs is doing what he does every week.
Yes, and
He's having a great year.
And what is Josh doing? Sack Josh 2 times and see how he react. Just look at the camera when he gets sacked 2 times and he get up, and then the next series he just sitting up there looking like a kid that just got a whooping from his parent for putting his hand in the cookie jar. He cannot keep his composure. Now, can he throw the ball? Yes. Sometimes he makes bad decisions. All quarterbacks do. But he is overrated in the fact that division has just flipped. And yes, he beat Tua this year. Yes, he just beat New England this year. Yes, that's cool. But you shouldn't be losing to New England this time. Not this time. Which one of us talk about New England like they the ones?
None.
No, they not. They not.
I think this was one of those games that we all had wrong last weekend because we all picked Buffalo.
Yeah. But that's because you expect him to, show him what everybody say, but he can't do it. He's overrated.
Well, my question now leads more onto the other side. What about Mac Jones? He showed what he could do. 25 completions off 30 attempts, 272, 2 touchdowns. With this benching going on, how do you think he felt coming into this game?
He got
every dog has his day. I'll tell you that every dog has his day. He had a good one. Show me next week. Run it back.
He not, because they're gonna take the ball out of his hands. They change it game to game.
If you don't run it back, I don't want to hear it.
Do you remember that year? What year was that? Last year or the year before, where they let him probably throw it, I think it was 3 times, and they ran the ball 50 times?
I think that was his first year.
Why do you do stuff like that to a quarterback? You want to gain confidence.
Yeah.
And his confidence is not there. I think when he has to play with a chip on his shoulder. A part of him playing with a chip on his shoulder, he do like little dirty stuff, try to hurt a player or something like that. Then when he get chastised, he right back to being small Mac. But he's never gonna get his confidence from Bill Belichick. Next game, they're gonna run it 30 times. So
so you're saying invest in the New England running backs next week?
Next game, all right, yeah. He went over my limit this game. I let you slide, but next game, no.
All right. Well, it's funny that we went from one overrated quarterback to let's talk about another overrated quarterback. Let's talk about the Giants. Okay. Danny Dimes. I'm gonna start calling him Danny Pennies because overrated is understatement of the year as far as I'm concerned, and that's a Giant fan telling you.
But is he overrated?
He was never good.
He was never rated to me.
Yeah.
Oh, well, no, he was overrated enough that he had the starting role. Now I got a question.
Who was the backup then?
$40 million contract.
Yeah.
Okay, overpaid is a really good.
Overpaid and overflows because they think that. I mean, he's got a nickname. He's got the contract. All right, come on, that's overrated to me.
He didn't get that name at Duke.
Justin made a comment on Saturday, and I agreed with him on Saturday, and I want his take.
And I'm gonna stand.
Come on, talk about my boy.
Stand on business.
Should Tyrod be the starting quarterback of this team going forward?
Yes.
Hell
yes.
yeah.
100%.
Tyrod Taylor, look, I'm not gonna sit here and say that Danny Dimes, right? Well, now I'm gonna say he garbage. You know what I'm saying? He boo-boo garbage. He gotta get up out of there, right? I'm not blaming the weapons anymore, right?
Yep.
The main thing was like, there's the Danny Dimes not the problem, the Giants is the problem. No, clearly you see, you move Danny Dimes out of the scenario, you put another quarterback in there, and he make things happen against a tough Washington defense. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like he's going playing the Bears right now. No, he played a tough Washington defense who's been putting work against these tough teams all year long. And Tyrod Taylor comes out, scores 2 touchdowns. The first half touchdown of the year for the Giants. Come out to win the game, and he has the same amount of touchdown throws as Danny Dimes. He played 1 game. Tyrod Taylor is a great quarterback. He's a great veteran quarterback. He never really won the starting role in a lot of situations because he always was a backup. He always would get backup to good quarterbacks.
Or they screwed him.
If Tyrod Taylor is willing to stay, man, let him run this offense, man. I like him. I said it on Sunday, and I'm going to say it again. I'm not mad at him starting.
He has a lot of experience, too, so he's seen a lot.
He's
been around a lot.
He has a lot of wins.
I like it. I really
a lot
like
of wins
the
on
guy.
his belt.
He's been screwed, too.
The guy.
Yeah. On the flip side of the coin, gentlemen, on the flip side, I've said it several times, and I know that I upset Mr. Kory all the time when I say this, but you are what your record says you are. Are the Commanders a solid team? I mean, or at least I've been saying that they're a tough team to beat, but they're 3-4, and they just lost to the Giants. Are they that tough?
It's a divisional game, though.
I know.
Divisional game.
I know. And it was Tyrod, and he played well. But are the Commanders that good? Are they, or rather, are they any good? How about that?
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you why, right? Coming into this game, Tyrod's playing, you got no film on Tyrod. You know what I'm saying? No film on Tyrod with the Giants. I'm not going to say
no film. The guy's played
been in
the league for a very, very
long time. But I'm talking about with that Giant. This is a whole different offense. This is a whole different offense. This is not the same.
Quarterback tendencies.
Bro, when I say, right, for example, now let's bring it back, right? Tyrod Taylor on the Saints. Let's bring that back when he went 9-0. There's a reason why he went 9-0. You know what I'm saying? Drew Brees comes back, Drew Brees takes over. Now you're going to sit here and tell me you're going to plug that same Tyrod Taylor in a whole different offense that don't have the same weapons as they do, and you expecting this Tyrod Taylor to come out? Come on, dog. Let's just be for real.
Hard to argue with that.
That's what I'm saying. You're not going to argue with that because let's just be for real.
Wait,
you don't have
with that said, then, is this a short-lived thing that he's going to give us? So in 3 weeks from now, are the Giants going to lose miserably, and it's going to be Tyrod's fault because they have film on him?
I don't think so, and I think he's only going to get better.
There's something we're forgetting here. Saquon Barkley is back. That's one. Okay? He's able to run the ball a little bit, so this helps Tyrod out. Also, you had Waller. He stepped up. He's finally getting the ball. The Giants defense had 6 sacks this week, so they got pressure on the Commanders. So when you add all that in, that helped him win. So if they could continue to do this, they can do a little something. They won't.
Y'all are forgetting the key point is that Tyrod makes better decisions than Danny Dimes. He should not be Danny Dimes. Tyrod makes better decisions, and he's made those decisions everywhere he's went. To Justin's point, when he was in Buffalo, he got him to the playoffs. He just happened to get hurt. Then they went and go get Josh Allen. So then he's moved to the Saints. He's moved all around. Before Justin Herbert became Justin Herbert, Tyrod was the doggone quarterback. And then the only reason he wasn't on the Chargers anymore and didn't have the starting job is because one of the medics or the team doctor did something
with the needle.
Yeah, with the needle in his rib.
Punctured his lung or something like that.
Yeah, they punctured his lung or something. So it's like he makes good decisions. New York is in a better place with him as the starting quarterback. Yeah. So let's not act like now, because I think they continue this. I think once the quarterback starts playing stupid, then everybody's just like, we're going to lose anyway.
Well, they're in New York. They have that media coverage over there. Toughest place to play.
Yeah, it's a tough place to play. But it's like the defense is probably like, why should we care?
Yeah. The Giants defense has stepped up tremendously in the last couple of weeks.
With a new quarterback.
Tremendously. They have gone crazy.
I'll tell you what they really need to do out there, if they really want to win some games, they need to run the damn ball.
I'm not trying to hear that Darren Waller is a factor because I've heard that for the last 4 weeks. He made catches. He's a big impact.
He's always
I
going to
don't wanna
make
hear that
catches,
Yeah,
but
I
someone's
don't
got to
wanna
throw
hear
him the
that shit.
ball.
Exactly. But Darren Waller is not the reason why they win in the game.
Danny
And
Dimes couldn't throw him the ball.
That's what I'm
Saquon's not
saying, but
healthy.
that's not on
Yeah.
Waller.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Waller's
not on
going to
Waller.
be who he is. He's been
Yes.
consistent.
And Daniel
His
Jones
numbers
must
go up and down, but it's based off of the quarterback not throwing him the
Yeah.
ball.
Yep, and Daniel Jones does not give tight ends a opportunity to get catches. He
Yeah.
always focuses on one or two people in the offense, i.e., the one we got.
Tyrod's gonna get better. Tyrod's gonna get better. He's gonna get more comfortable in his offense, and he's gonna turn up the giant. I'm telling you.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's going to segue me off to another subject of another guy who doesn't get the ball, and to the credit of the team,
I knew it.
are the Falcons better without Bijan Moe?
No,
So why do they
No.
win when he doesn't play?
he played. They just didn't include him. They won because they're going
He
against.
said he had a headache.
Yeah, and they're getting
They'll-
investigated right now.
My wife said the same thing the other day, man. I'm just letting you know. You know what I'm saying?
But no, they're not better with. I don't understand that.
Mhm.
I don't understand this. I didn't looking at my fantasy. I was sitting up here with my phone, like,
Yeah,
Zero.
I know. He was on your team.
yes, 0.
Just a few weeks ago, I was commending you that
Yes.
you had the foresight to draft him with your first round draft pick. And
He's
now
been
they're not
very-
even he's not even touching the ball.
He's not in the game plan. I don't know why. I don't know how they beat the Bucks like that. Oh no, I know how. Guess who's the Bucks quarterback?
Nah. Baker, bro.
Sorry, behind. All right, y'all can have it. Y'all know I hate Baker.
Man, I'm not about to play Baker, man. Listen, this was a tough team. This is a tough. It was a good defensive game. I'm not gonna sit here and say Bijan. Having Bijan, I think the game would have been better. Meaning, I think Atlanta would have blew Tampa probably out of the water if Bijan would have played. But with no touches, like I said, they do not utilize Bijan the way they should. And when I seen at halftime he had 0 touches, then I found out he was a little sick and he was a little hurt. You know what I'm saying? He needed that Milo. I don't understand why. I don't understand why that they was able to even come out with the victory in this game. Tampa should have blew him out the water if Bijan not playing. Even though Drake London almost broke his neck trying to win the game without Bijan.
Yeah.
Hey, migraines are serious, all right? They're
Where did they
serious.
draft Bijan for?
So run the ball.
What?
What
it was
pick
a
did
high
they
draft
waste
pick.
on him?
Yeah,
No,
Which-
they
which
drafted
pick?
him number 4. He drafted him number 4.
Yeah, number 4. So you draft him at number 4 and you give him 0 touches after he's been the one that anybody pays attention to you for? That was nuts. The fact that they won that game is only because the Muffin Man is a piece of trash. All right. I care nothing about the Muffin Man. The Muffin Man could not get the job done, and that's crazy. And they're always going to hold this game against the Muffin Man because he lost to a Bijan-less Atlanta Falcons when that should have been a gimme game.
It should
You
have
got
been.
Mike Evans. You got
Mike Evans.
everything. You lost to the Atlanta Falcons without Bijan. They need to continue to bake Baker.
That's a strong opinion there. I feel like we touched a nerve when we started talking about Baker.
Because
He
Baker
hate
just,
Baker, bro. He really do.
I do, because he cries
Baker
every
and
time you
Minshew.
criticize him. Every time you criticize him, he got something smart to say just because he got them little stupid commercials. He ain't got them no more.
Hulu got live sports.
And for the record, he does not hate Minshew because he has some hatred for him. He hates him because he's the ops.
He the ops.
He the
He
ops,
ops.
bro. He
That's
the
the
ops.
only reason why. When he was in
That boy
Jacksonville,
was shimmying, man.
I was a part of Minshew Mania. You ain't in Jacksonville no more. You with the Colts. You the ops.
He the ops. All right. Well, from one piece of trash The next. All right.
Oh boy.
All right.
Denver's so ass.
All right. I'm trying to build up. I'm trying to build up for it. Because this game was trash.
Yeah.
Okay. But Wilson got a win. It was all
I
great.
said he would.
Yep. Wilson got a win. That's all great.
Be close.
Love has definitely shown that he's just a placeholder until they get a real quarterback. But ultimately, like I said, from one piece of trash to the next. Let me play y'all a video.
5-yard gain on the previous play by Dillon. 2nd down and 5. Love. Walker the block at the left tackle. Jordan to the air. Nice backpedaling catch. Big time crack Jackson. He's been doing that this season. Flag on him, helmet to helmet. Musgrave with some kind of catch at the 45 of Green Bay. Jackson has had some fines this season for hits just like that.
Well, and it looks like he's probably going to have another one after this hit.
Let me spare you the rest of that video.
No, you should have let it rock because you got to see the other angle. It's the other angle.
Okay, we'll let it play a little bit more.
Musgrave with a nice catch.
We'll speed it up just a little bit.
All right. Back up.
Right there. See, that's what I'm talking about right now. That's what I'm talking about.
Look at this.
And then as he turns, Jackson comes in and puts the shoulder right to his chin.
It's a torpedo.
Wow. That's clean. That's clean, baby.
That's clean?
Yes. Shoulder.
He
That's
led
not
with his
helmet to
shoulder.
helmet. They said helmet to helmet, and that was shoulder. That is
he laid. He hit him, but he hit him so hard.
He got ejected right after this play.
I know, but it was trash.
And he's been fined and he's been suspended for 4 games for continuous
targeting.
Targeting. So
lay your head.
all right. So explain it to me then that he did this earlier this season.
Out of this drive. You've got to keep Sam Howell in the pocket. Don't let him extend.
4th down pass to the end zone. It is caught. Logan Thomas.
And he took a shot.
Who took a shot. Kareem Jackson.
Do this all year, huh?
My goodness.
Yeah, he has. But we need to see the angle.
He's a headhunter. Cool, got it. Understood. That particular hit on Green Bay was not dirty.
Yeah, it wasn't.
He led with his shoulder. He hit him in the shoulder. It just so happened
he hit a defensive wide receiver.
Come on.
It's still illegal.
So are we sitting up? Does the NFL want them to catch the ball, turn around, and say, "Okay, I'm ready," and then get hit?
Well, here's my thing. Now, if it was somebody else, maybe I would defend them. But
Garoppolo handles it, dances, dumps it off. He's got Myers.
This is week 1.
That was dirty as yeah, I mean, that was dirty. That was dirty. That was crazy.
Oh my gosh, that was Kareem.
You see, Myers looks like he's seeing.
Bill Vinovich just tells everybody to go to their sidelines for the moment.
That's week 1.
Myers look like Undertaker.
This is scary.
Look, this is something that
we'll be back right after this.
That was crazy.
Remember James Harrison back in the days? He used to do this.
All right, I'm glad you said the words back in the days, because is there room for this in football today?
No.
Football is a hard-hitting sport.
It is.
They're trying to clean it up. Is it going to happen? Yes, because there's just going to be those times where you take your angle a little bit wrong, or the receiver might duck right before you think you can't anticipate
and I grant you that.
Can't
because that's accidents. Accidents are going to happen.
They're playing on milliseconds.
That was an accident?
Yeah, he led with his shoulder.
Green Bay, yes. These guys are playing on milliseconds. Split second.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
And he hit him in the shoulder.
Let me ask you a question.
It
Have
just
you
was
ever had
hard.
a car accident?
Of course.
Yes, and I played football too.
Okay, if you've had a car accident, how many car accidents have you had?
I've had 3.
All right, we need to take your license. That's number
No,
one.
none of them were my fault.
I'm glad you don't work for my company no more.
I got rear-ended every time. That was it.
Okay, but if you are continually having accidents, they're not accidents.
Those other ones wasn't accidents. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I know that when they do certain stuff, they build a reputation, and then we're gonna hit you when it even looks close.
Who was the dude who played for the Bengals a couple seasons ago that got into all that trouble?
Oh, you talking about the one that got Antonio Brown looking stupid now? You talking about Burfict, Vontez Burfict?
Yes, yes.
But he was dirty.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this man is dirty. I don't think this particular guy is
super
dirty.
talented.
Kareem
But I
Jackson's
think he's
been
lowering
around.
himself and playing to this level that he doesn't have to.
He's about to get a reputation for that hit that had nothing. He led with his shoulder. He leaned in and he turned it. If you see what my head did, I'm trying to force myself to look at the camera. He turned and he hit him shoulder to shoulder. He can't help how hard he hit him and where he was turning after he caught the pass. It's football, bro.
He's coming full speed, man.
Yes.
You can't ask them to slow down and just tag him.
Because if that was Derrick Henry, we talking about another conversation.
Yeah. He damn near knocked himself out, I think, last season when he tried to tackle, it might have been Montgomery.
Mm-hmm.
And he went low on him. So he didn't hit him high, but he hit him low.
Yeah.
But he damn near knocked himself out.
If he tries to hit AJ Brown, if he tries to hit DK, if he tries to hit Derrick Henry, it's a lot of people we can sit up here and name. If he tried to hit like that, it wouldn't have sounded or looked that same way. It's just who he hit.
But that's a tight end he hit.
I know, but
how he hit him
it's
and how the
he
tight
hit
end
him.
was positioned.
But you're not hitting Kelsey like that.
I look at it like this, right? These are also hospital balls. You know what I'm saying? These quarterbacks are leading their receivers into defenders that's coming down. You see the defender coming down.
That's true as well.
You leading him into the receiver.
Yep.
You leading him into the defender to go. You see the defender coming down. You still gonna throw the ball, which means by the time he catches it and turns, he's gonna get boomed, bro.
Yeah.
These are hospital balls that are being thrown. So I'm not gonna sit here and say the Green Bay hit was clean, right? That's just a hospital ball. That's what it was. Yep. That's what I'm gonna stand on. Now the other ones where he's jumping to hit him, yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Logan Thomas one, he jumped to hit Logan
He
Thomas.
jumped to him.
He
Yep.
meant to do that. He meant to do that. The Jacoby Myers, I can debate to say that's a hospital ball too, because when he caught the ball,
that Jacoby Myers one.
Boomed his ass, bro.
Yeah. Jacoby Myers looked like Undertaker.
Yeah, he was done. He was done.
We've seen this.
I'm glad he's okay because he is a good wide receiver.
He's a great wide receiver, but what I'm saying is that these are hospital balls, so I can't put all the blame on him. I'm blaming some of this on the quarterback.
Yeah, we've seen it before with Kurt Warner when he threw to Bolden.
Shit, Peyton Manning used to throw a bunch of hospital balls.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning ain't care. Catch it.
Yeah, but they were scared to hit Marvin Harrison because Marvin Harrison to get you killed. But I shouldn't have said that.
Was it too soon?
Don't kill me, Marvin Harrison. I'm sorry.
All right. So oh yeah.
Oh, come yeah, all right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another game that just ticked me off.
Oh yeah, let's talk about this real quick.
Let's talk.
So let's have a
open
conversation.
it up.
Because it's not so much that KC won the game.
No.
But I want to give Kory an opportunity to at least say to me, oh yeah, I want to give Kory an opportunity to at least say that KC is not buns. That they've played a team that is a solid team.
Yep.
That's what you told me.
We're good on both sides of the ball, offense and defense.
And they won. And they won
in a good fashion.
This wasn't a field goal win. This wasn't something they pulled out at the last minute. They beat them.
Yeah.
They beat them. The whole game, they beat them.
Acknowledgement.
All right. not acknowledging anything. What I am gonna say is this. What I will say is this: Patrick Mahomes looked phenomenal. 32 completions, 424 yards, 4 TDs, 1 interception. Kelsey looks unguardable at this moment in the season.
He looks like old Gronk, like the way Gronk looked back with the Patriots.
When this game started, it was 3-3, 7-7, 7-7. So I thought it was going to be a back and forth game.
Yeah, me too.
The Kansas City defense showed up to play with 5 sacks on Herbert. I will give them the credit where the credit is due. There is no more.
Can we talk about something?
The Chargers have been
letting.
There is no crow. The Chargers haven't played up to that defense's potential, which we've spoken about before. So this was a potential scenario with how this defense is managed. So I'm not eating crow. I still think they're not playing as well as they should, but this is a start. If they can keep it up like this, then they will be good to go. Go ahead, Mo. Go on.
Go ahead, Mo. Bring it. Talk to me.
Yeah, I want to hear you too, because you're the one who said Chargers going to win too. So I'm gonna hear you too.
Listen.
Yeah, but he wasn't trashing the Chiefs as much as Kory. He just said that they were going to lose. Which
I just said they putting up points like they should. They didn't look the same.
This is hard for me to say. Being that I'm born and raised in Polk County, Derwin James may be no longer the best safety in the NFL. There was a time, if you put Derwin James on Travis Kelce doesn't have this game. Does he make sure he has 0 catches for 0 yards? No. But we don't have this type. We don't sit here and talk about Travis that way.
179 with a TD.
Derwin, they have the footage of Derwin and Travis talking to each other the whole entire game. But there was only one victor in the whole entire game, and that was Travis Kelce. The defense we were talking about with the Chargers ain't there.
Not against this offense.
Not against this offense. But when you have somebody like Derwin, of course you say, hey, Derwin, you go get him, make sure he don't do nothing. 179 ain't making sure that he don't do nothing. So it's Derwin the reason. Because I don't recall the receivers doing very much. I mean, I know there was a McCole Hardman.
I think Marquez Valdez-Scantling showed up too.
Rice showed up.
Rice did a little something.
It's the difference between showing up and making a difference in the game.
Yeah, making a difference was what Kelsey did. He put him over the top. That was like
Kelsey
he won
put
the
him
game
over the top, and you got your best
single-handedly.
Yes, and
Marquez
you have your best
Valdez-Scantling
weapon against him.
Yeah,
he had 84 yards with a touchdown. Next was Rashee Rice, 60 with a touchdown.
All of it's going to sound real sexy, but you got your best weapon on Kelsey, and he did not stop him. He did not impede on nothing. He did nothing.
You hit
all
him
he
with
did
your
was
best
talk
shot,
to him,
and he smiled at you.
Yes, he said, come. There was times in the recording where Kelsey was saying, yeah, everybody come over here, grab me. Don't talk to me like that. You know? So I don't think Derwin is the best safety anymore. And I don't think he's playing to that level anymore. And I hope I can still drive around Polk County safe.
Well, Mo, just call me if you have any needs. I'll come help you out.
With my dog.
Wow. All right, gentlemen. Let's talk about what was said to be the game of the week. And I still think it lived up to it. I mean, maybe it was because I was going for the Eagles from the jump. So maybe I'm a little skewed. But I thought it was a great game. And the reason why is because I like old school football. Yeah. I like good defense. I like the running game. I like managed games.
So why don't you like Baltimore then?
No, I didn't say I don't like Baltimore.
I'm just messing with you.
No. That's a good point. If you remember on my fantasy team, I picked up Dobbins. I actually like Baltimore, but I just am not convinced on them this year. You know, I haven't been convinced, but I am convinced on that defense, though.
It ain't even the convincing part for me.
I don't
It's
want
just,
no piece of that defense. That reminds me of the old defense. I want no
who
piece
gonna
of that.
stay healthy for y'all to just be who y'all supposed to be?
Yeah. You know, but they can be there.
Yeah.
Give them a couple more weeks of them playing really well like they did this weekend. I'm gonna wear that Baltimore Ravens hat with you.
Let Odell stay healthy. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
And
let him actually catch the ball again.
Let's go on into the game. Go ahead.
We got to give you your flowers because you ain't getting them You ain't getting them Saturday.
Yeah. All right. So the Eagles. If there was one flaw on this game, I guess it would be the fact that Hurts, even though I think that he still had a decent game and led the team to a victory, he threw a couple more picks. And he has a lot of picks this season. So I was talking to some people, and they kept bringing up that he reminds them a lot of Dak. And I defended Hurts as much as I could, but they kept bringing up a lot of points about looking like Dak. How do you guys feel about this? Is he still having a solid season, even though they're winning?
Yeah.
Gentlemen, Mo? I'll go with any one of you. Mo, you first. Let me talk to you first.
He's still having a solid season. I think that it's always hard for the team that went to the Super Bowl, for both teams. And I think they just not, they're not moving like they was last year, so it don't look the same. But they're still, they're 6-1.
They're 6-1.
They're 6-1.
They're tied for the best record with the Chiefs.
Every time for a quarterback, it ain't about going to go push your team with 500 passing yards and 4 touchdowns. It's how you lead the team. And if your team don't need you to throw 500 and you just throw 2 and you get the win, especially at 31-17, that's cool. They don't change the ring
on what you're saying right now.
They don't change the ring because of the score being 31-17 and the quarterback didn't dominate the game. They don't change the ring. The ring stay the same.
Yeah. What about you, Kory?
I mean, let's be honest. He's got 1,800 yards, 9 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. He's the 8th ranked QB right now, QBR wise. I think it's the change in the offense. Last year, he ran a lot more. He scored on the ground. He didn't have to throw as much or into these crazy situations. And I guess this year they're trying to protect him. So when you have that many interceptions, you're not playing up to where the standards, in my opinion. Because this is just like Jameis Winston on the Bucs, 30 for 30. He's sitting there, take away my 30 interceptions. I have an MVP year. Yeah, but you had 30 interceptions.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, yeah, you had 30 interceptions. So we need to see more control and better decision making from Hurts. Maybe open up back that offense to let him run a little bit more, so you don't have as many turnovers, because turnovers can and will cost you games.
Yeah, in the playoff time. You get past Miami now, but what do you do come playoff time?
Remember that OC left too, though.
Yeah.
But I will say this is the 5th straight game of over 100 yards for A.J. Brown, and this is the 3rd game Tyreek Hill hasn't hit 100 yards.
It's a beast. It's a beast. Justin, real quick, before you go, before we move on, anything you want to add to this?
Yeah, like I said before, is that Jalen Hurts, like we discussed it earlier in the year, Jalen Hurts is trying to become a pocket passer, which is understandable. I get it. You know what I'm saying? You can't really run. You getting paid all this money. They trying to afford you getting hurt. So being a pocket passer, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at the interceptions either. It means he's throwing the ball. He's not going to have a high completion percentage if he's throwing the ball every time, and he's not gonna go how you say 20 TDs for 5 picks. He's not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? If you throwing the ball, you gonna expect the defenders to adapt and get right, and they're gonna catch the ball. Now, the offense definitely looks great. You know what I'm saying? Like Mo said, you don't got to put up 500 yards to win a game. I've seen quarterbacks put up 20 yards and win a game. So it's just that's what I'm saying. So you look at it as like, is he having a good year, a decent year? Yes. Is he having an MVP year? No, because he's not putting up all the yards. But he's winning games. That's what matters. You know what I'm saying? Rings don't change because of stats. And it's true about that. Mo hit that. Right. Mo hit it right on the head when he said that.
I agree with you. And I think something else I want to add about the Eagles, what I like about the Eagles a lot, is that the Eagles are what they need to be. Whatever they need to be. If they need to run it down your throat this week, they're going to run it down your throat. If they need to play real good defense this week, they're going to play real good defense. If Hurts needs to throw for 350 yards, he'll throw for 350 yards.
And they just got fired. So their defense is about to get crazy.
Yeah. I think they are only what they need to be to win the game. I think the only thing that they're concerned about is a victory.
Yep.
At the end of the day, they don't care about stats.
Yep.
I think Hurts will be fine if he got his ring, and he'd be fine with that 30-30 season as long as he got a ring. He didn't care. So, to the last game of the week, gentlemen.
Yeah.
What happened? What happened? Kory, how dare you not pick your team?
Mr. Kirk Cousins giving out KFC chicken to everybody.
Oh, my God.
35 completions on 45 attempts, 378, 2 TDs, 1 INT. Jordan Addison, 7 catches, 123 yards and a touchdown. And I do remember somebody saying Jordan Addison is not that guy. He is stepping up as Justin's out. He has stepped up to the plate. Hawkinson, 11 catches, 86
City's
yards.
not a 1.
Yeah. Well, just like CeeDee Lamb wasn't a number 1, but he proved you wrong.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. The 49ers got no pressure on Kirk Cousins. They couldn't sack him this game.
Yeah,
Kirk Cousins made some phenomenal passes in tight windows.
All right.
He showed up.
Don't say tight like that.
Okay, but to the real question. To the real question of the week, though. This is their second straight loss.
Yeah. This is
and concerning. They had McCaffrey. Am I to be worried if I'm a 49ers fan?
Yes.
Is Brock Purdy going to let me down again?
Yes.
You're giving me some straight answers.
I think it's too early to say.
Yeah.
I think it ain't. I think I agree. Nick Wright said something that, how you hear somebody say something that you couldn't get the thought out?
Yeah.
Nick Wright said something. It seemed like when he don't have the Avengers around him, you get the human Brock Purdy. Yeah, because Debo didn't play.
Yeah.
Debo didn't play. So it's like he don't have those weapons to just, this was something he said, if Kirk Cousins played for the 49ers win that game. If a lot of quarterbacks played for the 49ers with those same weapons that Brock Purdy went in with this game, they win the game. You haven't seen Brock Purdy have to come from behind and win the game. If he's had to come from behind, they don't win the game. If he doesn't have every single weapon in that defense, he does not win the game. Shannon Sharp said something to the effect too. He is who I thought he was. When he doesn't have all those pieces placed around him, he looks very human.
He got exposed.
He got exposed. Debo is not going to be there the next game. I don't know who the next game is against, but I'm pretty sure it's going to look a little rough. Trent Williams ain't back either, is he?
No, I don't think so.
So now you have your line looking a little average, like everybody else has to have average lines. You don't have your all-pro Trent Williams right there. So you're gonna look a little human. It ain't that I think he sucked. I just don't think.
Guess who they're playing next week?
Next
Who's
week?
that?
7-Eleven.
Oh, Lord.
Company. They're coming over to San Fran.
That's going to be a very interesting game.
Off a bye week.
Yeah, that's going to be very
Joe Burrow is
very
going to be
interesting.
very close to being healed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And
hopefully T. Higgins is healed too.
Okay, a little ahead of it right now, but I'm going to ask this question now. San Fran loses this one. What are we saying next week about the 5-3 San Francisco 49ers? That'll be tough.
We say they're still a great team.
Yes. No. I'm going to
Yes, we
stop
do.
you there, and I'm going to say they're still a good team, just like Detroit. Because remember what I said. Good teams win the games that they're supposed to win.
Okay.
Great teams win when they're not even supposed to win.
I kind of don't want Burrow to beat them down when he go to San Fran, because then the following week they have the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I don't want
you don't need his confidence to be riding that high.
No. I'm talking about San Fran.
San Francisco. They'll be pissed. They'll be in a pissed
They're
off
gonna be
mood.
pissed off, because that's 3 in a row.
But could you imagine if they did lose and then they went to Jacksonville, who I think can beat them anyway?
I think they could beat them too.
And you had a 5-4 San Francisco 49er team?
Then they pretenders. Then I'm
Everybody
gonna have to redo
ranks,
my list.
everybody's
after I did
rankings
my
will be
list.
turned
Well,
around, tossed
it
around.
wouldn't-
shipped
It
throughout.
wouldn't be next week. They have a bye week for week 9. So they would be coming into Jacksonville in week 10. So they would be very well prepared. But one thing I did want to say, the last 2 games are the only time Purdy's made mistakes. He's thrown interceptions in and they've lost. So we've seen Purdy be a great game manager and having his weapons around him, like Mo said, which is true. They do help him a lot. But I think maybe he tried a little too much this week to kind of shoulder a lot more after the loss against Cleveland. So hopefully he'll settle down. He'll play the way he's supposed to, and we'll have a great game between those 2 teams.
He's still
Well,
a
we're gonna see
second-year
this
quarterback.
week. We'll see. So, gentlemen, last thing. Who do you got for tomorrow night's game?
Oh, yeah. That's
Tampa Bay
Hey, you know
at
who I
Buffalo.
got, man? I got the overrated Josh Allen, man. Come on, man. You know who I got? I stayed on business with him, bro. I don't care.
You got to clip this now.
No. Clip it. Clip
Nah,
it
don't
now.
Go ahead. Clip it. Go ahead. He playing the Muffin Man. Go ahead. Don't worry about it. He playing the
Yeah,
Muffin
he playing
Man.
the Muffin Man. I'm going with overrated too. I'm riding with him too. Overrated. Because I don't believe in the Muffin Man.
Well, Tampa's coming up to Buffalo. It's cold. Mayfield's actually questionable right now, but I believe he's going to play.
He's
got a lot
always
of grit.
been questionable.
Wow.
Every time he got to go see Buffalo.
Wow. He's always been questionable. Yeah, but I feel they're going to pull it together. It's Thursday Night Football, Prime TV. Josh Allen's going to show up. Diggs is going to have a hell of a game. And Gabe Davis too. They're going to win. They're going to get
I got you.
Well, about Gabe Davis.
Gabe Davis is having a nice little complimentary to Diggs.
That boy number 3. He number 3.
Wow.
Okay. We're going to leave it there.
You full of disrespect.
Well, last but not least, waiver wire pickups. I wanted to throw a couple names out there in case anybody is looking for somebody for their fantasy team. Josh Downs. He's only rostered on 23% of rosters out there. He's clearly the top target on the Colts. He needs to be rostered, and he probably needs to be starting in most leagues. Okay. Logan Thomas is still in most leagues not rostered, and he's obvious one of the top targets for the Commanders and having a very good season. So that's 2 players out there that if you need somebody, pick them up. Does any of you guys have anybody that you think should be picked up?
Yeah. Minshew Mania.
Minshew's a great one.
Minshew Mania. That boy doing his shimmies, man. Show the shimmies.
Tyrod Taylor.
Even
There we
more
go.
kudos to.
There we go. There we go.
There it is. That's a great one. Tyrod, I think there's going to be a great pickup. If you need a quarterback in this league, Tyrod is that sleeper that nobody has. I promise you, he's going to be on your waiver wire. Grab him if you need a quarterback.
He took my pick. I don't have another one. He took my pick. It's
Tyrod's good enough for both of us.
I'll tell you what.
I believe in it.
With that said, I think that's excellent put out there. So, gentlemen, your parting shots. I'll start with you, Kory, since you're especially you probably won't be here on Saturdays, so we'll be here to talk trash about you behind your back. Don't worry.
I'll try and at least send in some fantasy picks and so forth.
I'm gonna send the link.
Kind of let you know who wins or loses. Thanks everybody. Like, comment, subscribe. We opened an IG page. It's From the Hip Podcast 1. Go check it out. Thank you guys for being here today, man. We can't, this is only possible because we all here.
What about you, Justin?
Yeah, man. Keep it from the hip, man. Like I said before, like, comment, subscribe. We here every single week, 2 times a week, every Wednesday, every Saturday. Giving you contact, giving you the updates on NFL, and we just keep it from the hip. We giving our honest opinion, and sometimes it's our biased opinion, man. So just keep tuning in if you want to hear it.
I like how you admit that your opinion's sometimes biased now. Before it was just me, but now it's sometimes our opinions are biased. No. Can't take that back. Can't take that back.
Mo?
Love being here, man. Love being here. I don't really have any parting shots because last week was a doozy.
We'll make up for it this week.
Yeah, hopefully the games ain't too crazy, but From the Hip is dope. Keep watching, keep subscribing, comment, tell us if we're crazy, and also never believe in the Muffin Man.
Hey, make sure you lock your doors tonight.
Oh, yeah. Pocani, I'm sorry.
With that said, thank you all for joining us. And like always, let's keep it from the hip. Let's keep watching football. What else you got for me, guys? Let's keep it all good. Have a good one, all.